In the immortal words of author Dorothy Parker, I'd rather have a full bottle in front of me than a full frontal lobotomy. And when master bartender Scott Young gets a bottle in front of him, well, anything can happen.
Blue curacao. And then
He's elevated the simple act of pouring a drink to an intoxicating level of liquid wizardry.
cinnamon. This is where the fun part comes.
There we go.
We turned the Time Warp studio into a high-tech bar where everything is on the
But
house.
the cinnamon shows you right where it's catching.
And there's a 32-drink minimum.
Safety first. Don't try this at home. Good.
On one hand, excessive alcohol consumption is no science. We're sure many of you know that all too well. But on the other hand, science is precisely what drinking is all about. Okay, with a little showbiz thrown in.
Step away from the bar, please.
Behind the camera, thank you.
Scott Young and his colleague Raji Pine are a professional stunt bartending team who do more than mix intoxicants. They put on a floor show as well. We begin the proceedings with a stunt designed to solve a common bartending concern: multiple orders.
You, my friend, can pour on that side.
Is this the race?
About halfway, not the race quite yet.
32 highballs. Now there's an interesting study in fluid dynamics.
Biggest one we've ever done.
32 highballs, 30 shooters. Time to mix them up.
3, 2, 1, go. All right.
It was pretty close.
One drink just led to another, and another, and, well, you get the idea. But we're talking fluid dynamics, right? So we're talking Isaac Newton. The gravity guy? Yeah. That's why glasses fall. The law of momentum? Well, that's the domino effect. And the law of viscosity? Remember that one? The resistance arises from the lack of slipperiness originating in a fluid. Other things being equal is proportional to the velocity by which the parts of the fluid are being separated from each other. That law explains why some liquids don't mix readily. That's not the case here, agree? But it's clear that as the shock wave propagates, energy is dissipated. But then liquor will do that.
That's amazing.
I'm gaining on him. I tried to kind of give it a Michael Phelps there at the end.
Reach for it.
If you've ever wondered about the alcohol content in a bottle of 151, the next trick lends the name some credibility.
We're going to light this on fire. We are going to take a sip of this, put it down. We're going to rub our hands in the fire.
Okay.
As long as they're wet, we're okay quickly. We're going to exhale, and we go, and we do not inhale. And what that happens, we have this fire, right? And she's already lit, and on her hands, and it ignites when we spit through this, and I go.
So let's get this straight. Our two heroes are going to become fire breathers, but not before they cover themselves with flaming alcohol? Now, all the proceeding was merely a setup for the catchphrase that is sweeping the nation.
Don't try this at home.
But the main ignition comes from coming through this fire that's here. And it happens fairly quickly.
Well, that's reassuring. Now for their 15 seconds of fame. I mean, flame.
Light it up.
There it is.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's on fire.
Didn't the Wizard of Oz do this trick? No wonder he was bald. That reminds us, safety first and last.
Do you get singed occasionally when you do this?
Un poquito.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of hair on your fingers there.
Occasionally.
One more thing. Always remember to tip the bartender. Next, it's a shootout.